Hello, what is up, boys and girls? It is me, AzorAhaiAA, and today we'll be watching my remote freestyle tournament in my local community. So this was done during the off season of the Self Arena. So we have tons of unranked tournament fun, and this is one of my uh, tournaments. So let's try to watch it. Now, here we go. So, first off, we are against our opponent Myzel0409, and he has Wigglytuff, Marowak, Medicham, Skarmory, Lapras, and Alolan Raichu. So, I noticed that his team is weak against Sableye. So I will try to go for the Sableye lead, followed by the Deoxys and Lantern, because it pretty much soft counters his team, and Deoxys is a great generalist. So let's see what happens. I will be with the Sableye right there. So Myzel0409, I am furiously tapping and I don't know what to expect, but here's the Sableye and there's the Alolan Raichu. So I checked him. So here we have our Shadow Claw spam. There. Now we will shield this one because it will probably be a Wild Trish, but it was a Thunder Punch, so I will bank that energy and go with the Deoxys. So here we see Deoxys doing work. Psycho Boost charges up pretty fast, and now we are going to counter him down. Counters, and we will shield this Ice Beam. This is a player off, so we will shield this player off. Now we will go for the Psycho Boost again because it charges really fast. Now it damages his Wigglytuff, and we are left with no shields now. He still has one shield, but there's the Alolan Raichu, and I'm trying to get off this Psycho Boost. Now we will swap, and we have a charged energy right there. Let's see what happens. He takes it because he shielded the Psycho Boost. Now we will go for the foul plays against this Skarmory, and this is still a good matchup for us because we still have our Lantern at the back. So let's see what happens. We take a Sky Attack, and that faints our Sableye, but we are going for this feint against the Skarmory. So let's feint him down with just Water Guns. No, we will go for the Thunderbolt because it still has some HP, some decent HP. Now let's see what happens next. I was thinking he doesn't really have a counter against the Sableye except the Wigglytuff. So I'm thinking, should I still lead with that Sableye? So I told myself maybe he will go for the Wigglytuff lead. So let us go for a Deoxys lead this time. So I will still go with the same team comp, I think, the Deoxys, Lantern, and Sableye, because it is really good against his team. So let's see what will happen. I lead with the Deoxys and he leads with the Alolan Raichu. Let's go for the counters, and then we will go for the Psycho Boost next because we don't have Rock Slide. So let's go for the spammier attack. That's the Psycho Boost right there. Glad we hit the excellent, and we are successful in trying to get a shield right there because he doesn't know that I run Thunderbolt. So we missed a good amount of beads right there. So let's see what happens. He has no shields left and we still have 2 shields. So we will let this Deoxys go and we will farm the Raichu with our Sableye. So we built up tons of energy. Now we will go for this charge attack just because I want to switch immediately to Lantern. I wanted to mitigate the damage right there because the charms will do decent damage to us. So now we will shield that attack. Now we will go for the Thunderbolt. He has no shields left. Now we can farm his HP down. And we will shield this for precautionary measures because we don't want to take tons of charm damage. Now we will go for the Thunderbolt. Let's see what happens. Will we knock him down? We will. So that is game number 1. So our next opponent is SchmuckenTucken. He has a Deoxys, a Melmetal, an Altaria, a Haunter, a Linoon, and an Azumarill. So I thought to myself, Wigglytuff will do well if we put him as a lead because Melmetal is the only one that hard counters the Wigglytuff. Then I saw that maybe Meganium and Deoxys will do well against his team. So let's see what happens. I will go for that Wigglytuff lead and the Deoxys and the Meganium at the back. So we will go against an Azumarill. So we can feint this Azumarill down if we spend 2 shields. So we will definitely shield this one, and it is a Hydro Pump. I thought that it will be a nice win, but we had better results, so I panicked right there. So I spam the circles. So let's see what happens. Will he go for the Hydro Pump again? He won't be able to do so. And then we have our Wigglytuff against this Deoxys. I will shield this one because I want to get in a charge attack or just shave off his shield so he does not spend the shield. So we will go for this Deoxys versus Deoxys, but he only has a little HP left, so we'll just counter him down. Counter and then a Psycho Boost against this Linoon. Psycho Boost. Right there, Psycho Boost. Now maybe he'll get an HP left because there is still a shield, but what will happen, we will take a Thunder, but I think that will be better if he just launched a Grass Knot. So right now, what will be the charge move? It is still a Thunder. Now we will go for the Frenzy Plant for the feint. So that is the first round. So moving on, I thought to myself, maybe he won't go for that Altaria against us because he saw that Wigglytuff did some decent work against his team. So I was betting that he won't go for that Altaria, and I thought that maybe he will go for that same lead. It's just a gut feel, so I thought that maybe I'll go for the Meganium lead. Same team comp, but I will change the lead to Meganium. So I am thinking that's what I was thinking right there. So you'll see me switch the lead to Meganium. So we will use this Sparky against him. So let's see what will happen next. That's the Meganium right there versus the shiny Line. So Vine Whip, Vine Whip, Vine Whip, and we will go for the charge attack first because Vine Whip charges faster and Frenzy Plant is low energy. So he switches to Azumarill. I don't know why, but we will spam the Frenzy Plants. He shields it and I'm getting ready to get Ice Beam. So let's see what happens. He goes for the Ice Beam and we will shield that one. And there goes another Frenzy Plant because we charge fast as hell. Fine Whip plus Frenzy Plant equals Frenzy Plant Bonanza, right? So we go shield that Ice Beam and we will go for that Frenzy Plant again. Let's see what happens. He will go down because he has no shields left. So I will go for that Frenzy Plant against his Deoxys and maybe do decent damage against it. So it's almost half his HP. So we will take this Psycho Boost right here for the Flame and let's see what happens. We will go for our Wigglytuff. He will get to another charge attack. That will be a Psycho Boost. So we will go for the Charms. And what happens next is we will take a charge attack. It's a Grass Knot and it will paint our Wigglytuff down, but we have our counters against the Line. So we take round number 2 and we take game number 2. So our next opponent is XtianBiker. He has a Poliwrath, a Hypno, an Umbreon, an Azumarill, a Tropius, and Skarmory. So I thought to myself, maybe he will go for this double flyer strat. And I thought to myself that Wigglytuff is a good pick against his team because Skarmory is the only thing that counters it. But he got me thinking that maybe he will lead a Tropius because it will do decent against my team. So I thought to myself, I will lead this Skarmory. So Lantern is the second Pokemon that we will go for because he has a Skarmory and an Azumarill. So we will go for this Skarmory against Hypno. We resist the confusion. Now we will go for the Sky Attack. Spams. See what happens. We will shield that Shadow Ball and I thought it will be a Thunder Punch or a Fire Punch. But he went for the Shadow Ball. Now we will go for the Sky Attacks. See what happens. Sky Attack against his Hypno. He shields it and we will shield this Thunder Punch. So I thought to myself, maybe it was better if he went for the Thunder Punch first. So let's see what happens. We will switch to our Lantern because as we said earlier, he has an Azumarill and it will do good against Azumarill and Skarmory. It's a Hydro Pump. We won't shield that one because it will be unnecessary to shield that. So let's just farm. See what happens. Will he throw a Hydro Pump again? No, he doesn't have enough energy for that. So we will just overfarm right here. So we will get to 2 Thunderbolts. Now we will go for the second Thunderbolt. So he wasted the shield right there. So He maybe thought that he might be able to launch another charge attack, but we banked enough energy for 2 thunderbolts. Now we will go for this Skarmory because we banked energy before switching out. So we will farm this Tropius down. He goes for the Hypno. I will go for the Sky Attack just because I'm afraid he might be able to spam another attack. So we will resist whatever it is that will come. It's an aerial ace. Now we can farm this Tropius down and we will get round number 1. Tapos nangangati yung mata ko dun sa Umbreon niya. So I thought to myself, maybe he will go for that Umbreon next. So maybe I will lead with the Wigglytuff this time. So let's see what happens. Because his Umbreon will be his generalist for this match. Because he counters Sableye, Deoxys, and hits neutral against Meganium, Skarmory, and Lantern. But we will try to lead with the Wigglytuff and we will remove Deoxys from the team. We will go for the Lantern and the Skarmory. So I was really thinking that he will lead the Umbreon because it will do good against my team, and he leads the Umbreon. So he immediately switches out. We will go for this Skarmory and we have him locked in. We will try to farm him as much as possible. We will go for the Leaf Blade. So let's see what happens. I am farming him down. We can farm him down because Tropius won't do much damage against us. So we have tons of energy back. So let's see what happens. What will he go for? He goes for the Umbreon right there, and I will spam my Sky Attacks against his Umbreon. We will go for Sky Attack still. So right there, he just takes it. Now we will go for the Lantern switch because Tropius is out of the picture and we can tank these damage against us. So we will not shield against this Umbreon. We will try to feint him down. Now we will spend a shield right here because we banked enough energy for Thunderbolts. Let's see what happens. What will he switch out to? He will switch out to his Azumarill. Now he will spend the shields right here. Now we have 2 Thunderbolts again, and he will go for that shield. Yep, he goes for the shield. Now we will try to go for another Thunderbolt. We will fail for that. We will fail. We won't get to a Thunderbolt right here. So let's see what happens. What will it be? It will be an Ice Beam. So we will charm him down. Charm, charm, charm. What will happen? Will we win this? Will we win this? We have a shield, so he is going for the less energy required charge moves. So he goes for the Ice Beam, but we will get to a clear off and that will be game. So GG's XtianBiker. Now we will go against Melvin J134's team. He has a Bastiodon, Skarmory, a Sableye, an Azumarill, a Victreebel, and an Umbreon. So I thought to myself, he has tons of tanks in his team. So he has a Bastiodon, an Azumarill, and an Umbreon. So I learned my lesson. If somebody has an Umbreon, he will most likely use it against my team because My team is somehow weak to it. So I was thinking maybe I will go for the Wigglytuff and add Deoxys to counter his Bastrodon, and we have the Mechanium as the second Pokemon just because it will do well against Bastrodon and Azumarill. Now it's an Umbreon lead, we predicted it right again, so he will switch to the Bastrodon, but we have our Deoxys right here. We will just spam the counters. Let's see what happens. We won't shield this one. It will be a Stone Edge. So it will do decent damage, but right now we will just farm him down until we have extra energy. Now we will go for the Thunderbolt and he will take it. I thought that he will go for Charge Move, but maybe he doesn't have energy yet. So let's see what happens. I will go for the Thunderbolt right here. We should have gone for the Psycho Boost, but I was too hasty. So we might have gotten two Psycho Boosts right there. Now we will go for the Frenzy Plant spam against his Victreebel because he still has shields, and Earthquake will be a dangerous attack because it will probably go unshielded. Now he switches to the Umbreon, but we have a Wigglytuff in the back, so let's see what happens. Will this be a last resort? I won't shield this when I want to see the damage of the last resort. But now he has gotten off the foul play, and I thought to myself maybe he doesn't have a last resort, so he still goes for the foul play. I will go for that. I won't go for the shield, so we have an Ice Beam ready against his Victreebel. He shields it. Now let's see what happens. We will probably shield this one now, but it's an Acid Spray, so that's a bad shield for us. Now we will go for this Frenzy Plant because we banked energy in the before switching out, so that's good. We take the first round. So I was thinking maybe we can lead with Deoxys against his team because I really thought the defense Deoxys can take on the Victreebel. So see what happens. I will still go for the same team. I will go for the Deoxys, Meganium, and the Wigglytuff. And we will see what happens if Victreebel will go against the defense Deoxys. So that Deoxys will be my lead in this round. So let's see what happens. So here it goes, the Deoxys versus the Victreebel. Now I'm panicking a little because the Razor Leaves do decent damage against us. So as you can see, we don't have HP left. Now he will go for the shields. Now I was saving my Deoxys for the Bastrodon, but let's see what happens. He will go for this Umbreon, but I thought to myself maybe we will be knocked out by the foul play, so let's just go for the Frenzy Plant. Now he is just farming us. Now he beat us to the CMP. Now we will shield this foul play. Frenzy Plant against the Umbreon. He has shield this. Now we can get to another Frenzy Plant, I think, but we will just farm him down. Now we will shield this time because we want to get off that Vine Whip last hit. Now there it goes. Now maybe we will go for the Earthquake right here, but we will go for the Frenzy Plant, which is a bad decision. Now we will go for this Deoxys switch. We were hoping that we can get to a Deoxys switch right there, but we should have gone for the Earthquake. Now we will be walled by this Bastiodon, and there is nothing that we can do against this Bastiodon. We are just really tough now. He has a victory bell right there, which will be used to finish this game. So he takes round number 2. That victory bell gave me nightmares, so I was thinking maybe we will go for this Skarmory. So I thought to myself, he won that game just because of the victory bell. We were really countered, and I really thought to myself, we just got lucky in the first game because it was not a victory bell lead, so we had enough energy for our spams. But the second game was different, so I thought to myself, he holds on to that victory bell, I will go for this Skarmory instead of the Wigglytuff. So I will lead with the Meganium and he will lead with the Bastiodon. So let's see what happens. I will try to go for that Earthquake bait. I will go for the Frenzy Plant. So I was thinking he will shield this one because he knows that Earthquake will be one shot. So we will shield this one. This will be a flamethrower. So let's see what happens. We will go for the Earthquake this time, and I thought to myself, sana hindi siya mag-shield. And he did not shield. I was really thankful. Now we will go for this Frenzy Plant spams just because we don't have tons of HP left. So let's see what happens. Frenzy Plant right there, and there's a bit of lag. Now we will go for the Frenzy Plant, but he goes for the Foul Play first. So I was thinking maybe it was worth shielding because Frenzy Plant does tons of damage. Now we will go for the Deoxys switch. See what happens. We will take that Foul Play, but we will get to a Thunderbolt, but we got nervous right there, so we will go for the Psycho Boost. It won't do enough damage now. I was thinking, what if it is not a victory bell? What if it is not a victory bell? So let's see what happens. See what happens. Will it be a victory bell? It will be a victory bell, and we will take this round. So I was really nervous, and I was just thankful that we caught his victory bell. So that is game number 4. Now we are up against AzorAhaiAA's team, which will be the Venusaur, Azumarill, Lantern, Deoxys, Sableye, and Skarmory. So I was thinking maybe we will go for the Meganium lead because he has double water. So in this game, I learned that you should counter the Pokemon that you think your opponent will use against you. So in this case, we will see what happened in this match. So I will lead with the Meganium. Let's just see what happens. So I will go for the Meganium, and he predicted me. Skarmory. We won't be able to do anything against the Skarmory, so we switch to our Sableye right here. So he backed energy in his Skarmory, so we will go for the Foul Plays against this Lantern. Will he shield this one? Let's see. He will shield that one, so I was thinking maybe it was not worth shielding because he knows that we have a Meganium at the back. So we made a mistake right there. We should have let the Sableye feint, but here we have the Venusaur against our Sableye. Now we have our Meganium, but I think we should have gone for the Deoxys, but I was saving that Deoxys for Skarmory, so let's see what happens. I will switch. I will shield that Sludge Bomb, and let's see what happens. I am hoping to land that Thunderbolt right there. It is a Flash Cannon against our Deoxys. Let's see what happens now. He will shield that one, and I was hoping that maybe I can get to a Thunderbolt. Will we get to a Thunderbolt? No, we won't be able to get to a Thunderbolt. There, we have a Sky Attack against us. I was thinking maybe it was a Psycho Boost. It won't change the game, I think. But what do you think? Will it feint the Skarmory if we used a Psycho Boost instead of a Thunderbolt right there? Now, I was really thinking, oh no. I will just counter his team, so I will go for the Skarmory, the Lantern, and the Deoxys. Just because I want to get rid of the Venusaur and the Skarmory. So I was thinking maybe he won't go for the Sableye this time, so I will lead with the Deoxys, and we have Lantern and Skarmory in the back. Let's see what will happen next. I was really nervous because maybe he will go for that Sableye lead, but I was pretty sure that he won't go for that Sableye because I don't know, it was a gut feel. So let's see what happens. We have our Deoxys versus the Lantern. So in this scenario, it is better for us to spam the Psycho Boost because it will do neutral damage and it will just chunk him down because we will spam the Psycho Boosts. So let's see what happens. We will shield this one. We will shield the Thunderbolt, and now we will go for the Psycho Boosts. We will just spam the Psycho Boosts because it will chunk his HP or shields down. So we will shield another Thunderbolt. Let's see if he will shield this Psycho Boost. He won't shield that one, and he will let the Lantern go. Now we have the Skarmory again. Now we have a lesson learned. We will just go for the Psycho Boost to get as much damage as possible. Now we will go for our Lantern. Now our opponent won't do damage to us. I mean, maybe he won't do tons of damage against us. Now we have a Venusaur switch in his end. Now it was really good because we just countered that Venusaur, and it was really satisfying because we caught him, and now we will just farm him down. But he still has a shield, so I will go for the Sky Attack. Will he shield this one? He will shield this one. So we have another Sky Attack, and now we will go for the switch, I think, because the switch clock has already cooled down. But we decided to just finish this Skarmory with a Sky Attack. Now I am pretty sure he will go for that Sableye because, you know, I've brought Deoxys the last two games, so I was pretty pretty sure that he will go for the Sableye. So I will switch to a Wigglytuff, a Lantern, and a Deoxys. So let's see the results of my switch. So I swapped with the Wigglytuff. I can't emphasize how sure I am that he will go for the Sableye lead. Now, I thought to myself, mahuhuli ko to. But, no. Wigglytuff against a Venusaur, that is awful. That is really awful. Now we will shield these Frenzy Plant Bonanza. We will go for the Psycho Boost. But I was still pretty sure there's a Sableye in the back. So he saved his shields. He banked energy. Now we will go for the Thunderbolts right here. It will be super effective against the Azumarill, but Azumarill is really tanky, so I decided just to spam the Psycho Boost and wait for the switch clock. Now he will go for the Ice Beam. Now we will switch to our Lantern to get this attack. It will be an Ice Beam. Now we will just farm him down. I don't know why he still stayed. Maybe he wanted to bank energy. Now we have a Hydro Pump. So let's see what happens. He will shield that one. And we will take a Frenzy Plant right here. It will be enough to knock us out. So there was a switch lag and I was really afraid. So this will be the Sableye. The Sableye is not present in his team, and we will go down. I don't know what to say anymore. I really thought that would be a Sableye, so I assumed and I failed. So ayan. We will be able to knock. It will be a flash can, so it is the end, guys. Thank you for staying. And that is my remote freestyle tournament. It is still me, AzorAhaiAA. Thank you for watching, guys.